People have gotten tickets before me. Fuck every single one of y'all.
I scored it. You had the dream. They got no.
It's snowing! Oh my goodness, yes. I did not think it was going to snow today. Last weekend when we got snow, it wasn't even really snow. Like, we got the tiniest bit, but it was really just like super icy, so it was kind of scary trying to walk across campus to get food because I was so scared that I was gonna slip. I kind of did, but I caught myself. But this time it's actually snowing. Like, you can see the snow outside and it's sticking to the ground. And people were having a snowball fight earlier, and it was a bunch of dudes, so I was a little scared to join in because dudes are like really hard. But honestly, I think I might try to go back out and play myself. I was seeing any of my friends were on campus because I know some people like went home ahead of the winter storm. I actually didn't know that there was gonna be one until like a couple of days ago, but I didn't think it was gonna snow. I felt like it was gonna snow and not stick to the ground because honestly that is usually what happens. Like when Georgia does get snow, it's never really like a snowstorm. It snows for maybe like an hour or two and it never really sticks to the ground and everyone's fine. No, this past weekend it stuck to the ground, but it was more ice, and then this time it's actual snow and not ice, so there's no caution about slipping anywhere. This snow is so soft because the last time it snowed, the snow was like really hard. I think it was just frozen over snow, to be quite honest, and I didn't get woken up to them moving the snow out the way, so that's also a bonus. I am so tired. I've been waking up really early, like almost every morning for the past couple of months, and it's really out of my control at this point. Like, I genuinely cannot control what time I wake up anymore, which can both be like a blessing and a curse because I feel like now I don't have to worry about missing any classes for the most part, but sometimes I am so dead towards the end of the day. And I feel like I'm one of those people that if I take a nap in the middle of the day, it messes with my sleep schedule even more, so I have to be like really careful about that. But sometimes I genuinely can't even freaking help it. I did go to the dining hall and ate some breakfast, edited while I was in there, and I'm gonna try a different editing approach because usually when I do edit, I like to just bring clips into the timeline and then go ahead and make my intro. But I think I'm gonna like try to do that last because the last time I did that, I realized there were some clips that I could have used for my intro, but I felt like moving the clips was like too much work. But not like too much work, but I don't want to mess everything up, so I kind of just like finished. I mean, I did move some clips but not like everything, so I think this time I'm just gonna try a different approach. I always want to learn how to do different edits and everything because I feel like my favorite thing about a lot of my YouTubers like Jessica Lux, like Jessie Lux, Aranza, I don't know if that's how you say her name, like those like who are like YouTubers I frequently watch, one thing that always captures my attention is their editing. I love it so much, so if I can learn how to do that, that'd be great. And I'm actually taking a non-linear editing class this semester, which is interesting. I don't really know what he's going to teach us because it's the first time it's being taught, so it's going to be interesting and we'll end up seeing how it goes. Good job.
Yeah, let's see. What's up? You cold outside? Yeah.
Bye, Corian. I thought I was tripping earlier, but no, I'm not. The sun is literally coming out, so I think I'm gonna have to go outside sooner than I was going to because I want to play in the snow at least a little bit more before it melts away. It's supposed to be sunny by tomorrow, so I'm pretty sure like 90% of this is going to be gone, which, you know, that's fine, that's fair, but I'm just happy that it's a lot more softer than in comparison to last time, because last time the snow was literally, it wasn't snow, it was straight up ice. Like if you tried to throw that at somebody, you could probably hurt them like really badly. I'm not even joking.
Do anything else? What was his name?
Good morning. I ended up falling asleep while trying to finish this anime I started while we were at a friend's house. I suppose I had been finished it, but I just never got around to doing it. It's called Vinland Saga. I actually really like it. It is a little bit violent though, so if you don't really like blood and everything like that, I don't know if this is going to be the anime for you, but do that information that you will. I'm actually looking outside and we still have snow, so the snow isn't all melted away. Like I figured some would be melted, it probably has, but now there's still like a bunch covering the ground. And yesterday I was trying to make a snowman and it completely failed, but I heard from a friend that it may not be like wet enough and just might be like too soft, so I might try later when I come back from eating, because I haven't eaten anything. It's almost like 10, it may almost actually be 11, like 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock. I know that's kind of be late to eat, but I actually got up kind of late because I fell asleep late. Cheers to not waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning like I have been the past few days, or really past few months. But yeah, I'm just chilling out right now. I actually have like 2 layers of clothing on because this like jumper thing that I got like a few years back is like really big, and it's kind of cold in my dorm and I don't want to get sick, so I have on these pajamas that my friend Michael gave me for Christmas, and then this little sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it, that I got while my school was having an event, because sometimes they'll have these events where they'll put this like big screen up and they'll have a projector and we can watch movies in the courtyard. So I've been wearing this ever since. It's actually really nice. But I already brushed my teeth and everything. I just need to wash my face and then get ready and head up to the dining hall to eat breakfast. Hello. I thought I would give a few updates on my life. Oh my goodness, my computer sounds like an engine. I'm just gonna go ahead and shut that off. I thought I would just give a few updates on my life because I have very few positive updates. First is that I've gotten a job. Yes, thank goodness. I have been unemployed for like way too long. I could not stand anymore, but I did get a job and I'm starting hopefully tomorrow. Worst case scenario might be like Tuesday or Wednesday, but the plan is for me to start tomorrow, or at least get some stuff like done for the most part for tomorrow. I'm super excited. I'm actually working with a friend, so obviously I already actually do know like quite a few people there. I've like made friends with them through school, so I'm actually gonna know like a lot of the people there, so I'm super excited. It's not like I'm just walking in and will know no one. Thank goodness. I know quite a handful of people. I haven't met everyone obviously because it's not like really possible, especially with classes and just me being in my dorm. I don't really have time to be there all the time, so that's good. And then also I wanted to talk about BTS. I have been in ARMY for the past like 8 years, but they've been on my radar for like the past decade, to be quite honest. Like I do remember when Idol came out, when they released it with and without Nicki. I watched both the music videos the day they came out, and then I also remember Mic Drop. I can't remember which one was out first. I think it might have been Mic Drop and then Idol. Oh, that Idol, Mic Drop, and then DNA. I watched all the music videos the day they came out and liked all 3 songs, but I did not start listening to BTS until 2019, and that was the whole, I'm like one of the ones that was just trying to figure out names and like fell into the deep end and just became ARMY. So yeah, I've been listening to them since 2019. In April it'll be like officially like 8 years since I've really like started standing them for real like that. But yeah, no, I love them so much. So if you were staying at the time in 2020, BTS, anytime they've had a tour or really a concert, they don't really ever come to Georgia. It's usually like, I don't even think they had a tour like that. I know every time they've come to do a concert, it's usually like LA. So they had permission to dance in Las Vegas and then another permission to dance in LA. Like literally it's everywhere, but really like I don't think they come to the South period. They usually stay up in like the West really, or they did go to New York one time, but for the most part they're like in the very popular cities. They don't really come down south. So back in 2020 they were supposed to have a Map of the Soul tour, but it got canceled because of COVID, which was really annoying because they were supposed to come to Atlanta in 2020. So unfortunately we didn't have that. And you know, over the past few years they did have like concerts held online, so of course I'd be up till like 5 a.m. in the morning watching those and we'd be sleeping about the rest of the day. Now fast forward to 2026, they announced their world tour for Arion back in January because it's the 1st of February now, and I'm scrambling yada yada. My friend and I are trying to plan where we're gonna go because they're coming everywhere except to Atlanta because we have the World Cup. So unfortunately they're not coming until like 2027, but they are going to Tampa. So I'm talking to my friend and she's like, well, I'd rather just go to Chicago because she had been for Yumi's concert. So it's like, okay, cool. So she gets her membership, she gets pre-sale, and it's time for ticketing. And well, ticketing ended up looking at something like this. Documentation purposes.
Okay.
She's freaking out. This is how much we have left.
50,000 people have gotten tickets before me. Fuck every single one of y'all.
So holding on to faith, we're gonna get them tickets, bitch. Even if you have to jump off of a moving plane and drop in there like mosquitoes or some shit during the summer.
Mosquito. Oh my god.
It's okay, y'all. We're staying strong. Keep the faith. We're gonna get them fucking tickets.
It's not over yet. It hasn't even begun.
I will come back to this when, because I don't even know if I'm keeping this vlog. I will come back when we are like maybe 15 people less than in that queue. Pray for us. Okay. That's fine.
Tajai. Had a third day added, so they're not going to Tampa for 3 days. Monday, no, like Tuesday, and then I think this Saturday and Sunday. No, Friday, Saturday, and then they're going again in Tuesday. But yeah, they had a third date added, and so she ended up looking at tickets, and after much convincing, we got tickets. So now we do have tickets. We secured the ticket, and we're going in April, which is both a blessing and a curse, mainly because hey, we got the tickets, and then also it's in late April, and that's really like towards the end of the semester for the both of us because we both graduate in May. So that's really like finals preparation week, which is a little bit stressful. So for us, we're going to have to get done with all of our final projects, or at least the hard ones, kind of early because with the concert rolling around, we won't have that extra day. Actually 2 days, because we'll be gone for like 2 days, and then yeah, so that's just a quick little update. But yeah, I did want to share the good news. I'm so excited. I will try to like do a work vlog if possible. I'm not exactly sure, but we will see. But yeah, that's the update. It's like 3:30 something right now. The dining hall opens back up at 4 o'clock, so in the next like 30 minutes I'm gonna pack my backpack up, go eat dinner, dinner. I got done editing my vlog for the most part. I realized as I was editing, I didn't really film as much as I thought I did, so the vlog came out to like 7 minutes, which is fine. I'm just gonna put it out anyways, but I definitely did not realize it was gonna be that short until after I got done with the rough cutting. So now it's just adding transitions, titles, subtitles, and music, and then I'm done. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to another day. I am chilling in my dorm right now. I actually just got back from the dining hall. I was watching some Netflix, working on some school stuff, and now I'm really about to just chill for the next few hours. And I'm actually kind of sleepy, so I might end up taking a nap. I do have to work on something today though, or like actually before I take a nap, I need to do homework for another class because that's due by tonight. And instead of waiting until last minute like I usually do, I'm probably just gonna get it done now. I'm already up and thinking about it, but it's actually feels a little bit warmer outside because it's been like 20-30 degrees outside for the past couple of days, and right now I think it's almost like 50 degrees. There's still a little bit of snow outside, but it's really more so where like the sun doesn't reach us, so in like the shadowy parts, and everything else for the most part is pretty melted. But campus is actually closed because I guess depending on where you're at, there's still ice, or there is ice covering the road, so it was unsafe to travel in. So campus has been closed, which is really funny because campus has actually been closed on Mondays for like 3 weeks in a row now. First time was due to MLK Day. We didn't have class Monday. Second time was this winter storm that we had on the weekend last weekend, and today no class again because of another winter storm, which is actually kind of funny to me. I don't know, I just thought it was funny that like 3 weeks in a row we don't have class on Monday. Now they did say it might be remote, but both of my professors just decided to cancel class, even gave us extension on homework, which is good for me because I actually have a quiz on one of those classes that I need to catch up on because I did miss class one day last week besides Monday. That's a different day. But yeah, I didn't miss that class, so I need to catch up on my homework and everything, get studying for that. And it's actually not hard, it's like really basic stuff, so it shouldn't be something that I need to study like hours and hours and hours on, thank God, because I'd actually be stressed out a little bit. I'm gonna let my computer charge for a little bit, and while I do that, I actually need to call to somebody about an issue that I'm kind of having, or not an issue, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why I'm being so vague about it, I guess because I don't really know how to explain it without giving too much personal detail. But yeah, I'm gonna pull up my computer, let that charge, and then make this phone call really quickly. Okay, I had made the wrong call at first, so the agent had to direct me to the right call, and it actually ended up being like a 38-minute wait time, so I just had them call me back, but everything got resolved, so I feel a lot better. And before I go back out to go eat dinner before the dining hall closes, I'm going to do this assignment for my senior capstone class. It's really simple, so it really shouldn't take me more than about 30 minutes, maybe an hour depending, because she does have us doing some extra stuff, but it's gonna be really fast, that's all I know. All right, y'all, we did it. Homework is done for the day. It did not take that long after I read everything because there was a lot on there, so it was kind of confusing me. I had to basically go over it like a few times before I finally understood. I think what was confusing me is she's giving us like 3 different options. I think depending on your focus is what you choose. So because of my focus, I do a short film. If you did another focus, you do like a research paper, and then for another focus you did something else. I don't know, I was just confusing myself, so after reading it I realized what she was trying to say, so that helped me out a lot. So yeah, it took me about like 30, really less than that. I want to say it took me about like, no, yeah, it took me about 30 minutes to get it done, but my homework is done for the day because I did all my other assignments a week ahead. Now there is something I have to do, like another assignment, but I can't really do that in my room because that requires like a lot of stuff to be in like one space. It's kind of hard to explain, but like hopefully when I'm done, and then maybe I'll show you guys and you'll understand what I mean. But for right now, everything that I could have done at home or in my room is done, so I can just relax for a little bit and chill out. I should finish a series. I'm about like 3 episodes away from being finished with season 1 of this anime, and then I can start season 2. Might watch some of that while I'm eating breakfast tomorrow before I have to go to class. So I think for right now I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I decided to make an impulse decision last night to wake up
very early in the morning so I can do my makeup. It feels very random, but last night, I don't really know why, you know, like you sit there and you're looking at all your makeup and stuff like that, like the pre-shower makeup. That's basically what happened last night, and so I just randomly got the urge to do my makeup despite going nowhere and having nothing to do. And I just did it for fun, and my makeup actually turned out really well last night. So now I decided to wake up early in the morning to try to recreate what I did last night, and it wasn't like I really changed up any products, but I will say I used my Charlotte Tilbury powder, like the pressed one, for the first time in months. I've had that for like, I want to say 3 years at this point. I barely touch it. I've hit pan, but I still barely touch it. And last night I used it and I realized why everyone loves it so much. So I'm gonna take a shower, get dressed, and then try to recreate this makeup. So I will see you after my shower. Alright, hello, I am back. Hello you guys. I am back after my shower. I've got my headband on, I've prepped my face for my makeup, I've got my clothes on. But real quick, this angle is looking kind of awkward, and that's because I have you guys propped up on 2 setting powders, a blush, and then a box of perfume with a perfuser in it, so it's kind of steady. I left my mini tripod in Alabama because I went and visited during Christmas, so it's all the way in a different state right now. And I used to have 2 like really big tripods, but I broke one of the legs on the other one, and the other one I'm using right now is for my light so that I'm able to see. So apologies for this awkward angle, but I low-key have to be kind of quick because I have class at 11. I want to eat before then, and right now it's 8 something a.m. in the morning, but I'm also like not gonna rush. I do have time, but you know, I do want to make sure I get out of here in a timely manner. So let's start getting ready for class. Okay, makeup is done. I feel like I did pretty good for the most part. I just did decide to add nose highlight for the most part. Just add a little flare. Can't really see it because it's light. It's kind of like hiding it, but it's really cute. So now that my makeup is finally done, it's time to head out. I feel like I did pretty good with time because yeah, it's 9:18 right now, so I have time to eat before I go to class. Hello, back in my room. Class went by pretty quickly, honestly. We didn't really have like any lecturing. It was just so drawing. Well, drawing 1 doesn't really have any lecturing really, but well, a little tiny bit. It was really more so just like a drawing period for us to get done with like any of our homework or if we wanted to, so that's what we did. I actually need to submit this picture that I took. She gave me like a 9 out of 10 for one of my assignments, which I understand why, but I'm also not that happy about it if I'm being completely honest. Whatever though. But yeah, I'm back in my dorm. The sun has come out because it's been super cloudy all day. I thought it was actually gonna rain for a second. I got really worried because I didn't have an umbrella, but now the sun is out. I tried eating earlier. I wasn't that hungry, so I'm probably gonna eat in the next hour or whatever, but I'm feeling pretty good. I did my makeup. My makeup is holding pretty well, honestly. Like I can't see, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it still looks good. I don't know, I might have to start doing my makeup like this more often. I didn't really like switch up products. Well, kind of. For my birthday, my friend got me this like Too Faced like contour stick. It's this one, like it's the literal melting, bronzing, and sculpting stick. The shade I have is chocolate caramel.
I use this more so for bronzer, and it smells so good. It's supposed to smell like chocolate covered oranges. I could smell the oranges before, but now it just smells like chocolate. I actually really like this. This is my new favorite cream bronzer. Before, the one I was using was this Say Sun Melt, and that's also really good. I think I prefer this mainly because the size difference between the two. I don't know, I feel like this is just more portable than this, especially because it's smaller and just more compact than this, but I still really like this. I will say though, my Say Sun Melt feels a little bit dried out, but I do like this product if you can't tell by how I've almost hit pan on it. The shade I use is Tan Bronze. I'm not really sure. I'm looking at the bottom because the bottom is completely red. The bottom is completely rubbed off, so I'm not really sure why I'm looking at the bottom, but yeah, I use Tan Bronze and Say, and then Chocolate Mocha and the Too Faced. Both of these are very good cream bronzers, but like I said, for a while this was my favorite. I actually really do like this. I do find that it can get dried out in the pot a little bit. I'm not really sure why that is, and I've seen a few people complain about this, so it's common, but I don't know, I still use it anyways. But as of lately, this has been my go-to. It's really good. I'm glad my friend got it for me. I've been using it ever since, and I've become obsessed. But yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I don't really have anything to do for the rest of the day, so really it's just gonna be me chilling in my room. Tomorrow I have to help out at a basketball game, and then Sunday I'm actually super excited about. Me and a whole bunch of the people that I met at my internship, we're going to a friend's house and we're going to be watching the Super Bowl there. Really excited because now that I'm thinking about it, I do not think that I've ever watched any Super Bowl. Like, I've never watched any type of Super Bowl ever. If I have, I really don't remember it. I'm not that into sports, honestly. I really have no clue what's going on with any of them, and that includes football. I feel like I should know, just because I feel like football is such like a American sport. I don't know how to explain that, but I feel like dang near everyone I know, male-wise at least, always talks about football. Never have any clue what's going on with it. So I think this will be exciting because this is my first time like actively watching and paying attention to a game. I do know that the Eagles won when they played last year though, so I know a little bit about that. But yeah, I'm just chilling. But I think while I'm just sitting here on my computer to submit this assignment, because I want to submit it before it's due, because it's due at midnight. So I submitted the assignment, and I'm checking my email because I'm trying to ask a professor for another class about a question for our final project. For my final project, I have to do a short film, and the way she has it set up is depending on your focus, you do different types. So since I'm a production major, I do a short film, and there's two other focuses. I gave two other options, such as like a research paper and then something else. I was misreading it, so I'm thinking you had to do like all three, and I was like really stressed out. But after rereading it for after 5 times, I realized she was giving each focus each chance, and if you wanted to do something even though it wasn't your focus, you just have to give a reason why you wanted to do it, how you succeed, everything like that, which I guess makes sense. But yeah, I definitely was stressing myself out for no reason, so that's a good thing. And I'm actually getting pretty hungry, so I think I'm going to pack my backpack up and then head out to the food court and get myself some food. Because I'm in the library. I'm in Starbucks earlier just working on some assignments and everything. Just decided to the library just for a change of scenery. I actually just got done reading the first chapter of Twilight. Last night I decided to check it out because the last time I read or started and finished a book was when I was 18, 19. I have not read in years, so I decided to start pick up reading again, especially because most of my friends have started reading. I know one of my friends just got done with the first installment of the Percy Jackson series. I have watched the movies over and over and over again because I think it's been a solid 13 years since Breaking Dawn Part 2 came out, and before the movies got done, I actually read the book. My sister has a few books, so I remember reading those home, and then the rest at my high school because we did have them in high school. Thank God. It was actually kind of crazy for them to have that, but I don't know, I've always enjoyed the movies. I've watched them over and over and over again throughout the past decade, so I was like, why not reread the book?
books because I haven't done that in a while. So I just got done with the first chapter. I forgot how long the chapters kind of are. Well, I feel like these are kind of forgiving for books, but I'm about to leave because I want to get food because I have to be at the convocation center around 3:30. So I need to eat, especially because I think Chick-fil-A closes at 2 o'clock today. 2 or 3, I don't remember what time. I'm pretty sure it's 2 o'clock, and right now it's 1:13. So before it closes, I'm gonna go get some food. Hello, good morning you guys. Today is Sunday, February 8th, aka Super Bowl Sunday. I'm actually kind of excited because I don't think I've ever watched a single Super Bowl game, at least not the whole way through. I know I didn't watch it last year. I know the Eagles won, but I've never actually watched. I know my brothers and my dad are sports fans, but I'm not really much into sports, so I've never actually sat down and watched any Super Bowl. I don't really even know much about football, period, which is kind of sad, but I really don't. However, today is exciting because I'm going to a friend's, and me and a whole bunch of other friends are gathering at his place, and we're gonna be watching the Super Bowl there together, which is really nice. I don't really ever talk about my internship. Okay, well, that's a lie. I know I talk about my internship in a vlog here and there, and that's because I feel like everyone I worked with has basically become like a second family to me. Very close-knit. All of us got super close really fast, and it was a joy to be there. I didn't really feel like it was just another class or it was kind of like a hi and bye. I actually made a lot of friends, some of whom are like very, very close to me and I hold dear to my heart. I love them so much. The fact that I'm going to be seeing most of them again today is really exciting, just because a few of them have graduated last semester, therefore I haven't really seen them in school that much, and the rest of us are actually going to be graduating this semester. So all of us, or at least most of the people from my internship that I made friends with, will be graduating this semester. I don't think anyone's staying behind, but I'm not sure. I just know for me and the people I'm super close with, all of us are graduating together, which is super exciting. I'm actually so happy. Again, I haven't seen some of them in a while, so it's going to be nice to just catch up to see how they've been doing. But before I go, I'm gonna work on some homework. I kind of forgot about it, to be quite honest. The past few weeks have been kind of like off just because we've had 3 Mondays off in a row because of MLK Day and then winter storms, but it is what it is. So I'm about to work on this LinkedIn learning for my capstone class because I was gonna do it at my friend's house, but I thought I should just be in the moment instead of worrying about homework that's due, because I feel it's gonna take away of me and bonding and hanging out with my friends. So while I wait, because I'm actually not leaving until 3:30 and it's only like 1 o'clock now, while I wait for my friend to come pick me up and we're gonna head over there, I'm gonna do some of my homework and get it done. Okay, so homework is officially completed. Done all my homework for the week, so now I am good to just chill out. I still will be bringing my computer with me though, and just because I like having it on me, and I might start editing a portion of this vlog while I'm there. I'm super excited to see everyone. Oh my goodness, I've been looking forward to this all week, and now that it's finally here, I'm just feeling extra excited today, especially again because some of the people coming are people I have not seen since like November, December, so it'll be really nice seeing all of them again. We're having pizza, wings, all that. I think some people are bringing other stuff, I'm not really sure, but I might vlog a little bit while I'm there just so you guys can meet everyone. Yeah, no, actually I don't think anyone from my internship has actually ever been in one of my vlogs, because for my birthday actually, and I did not vlog this night, for my birthday it was really almost everyone from my internship and then super close friends like Irene and Cody that you guys have seen before on the channel, and honestly that was probably one of the best nights. I will say there was a little incident where I tried having shot and choked, so I'm actually kind of glad I didn't get that on camera. That was embarrassing. Oh no, my friend got that on camera. One day when I'm not embarrassed, maybe that will be in the vlog somewhere, but as far as right now, that stays in the archives. I'm surprised I've even able to talk about it without going red in the face, but that was really fun. So it's really those same people, save for Irene and Cody, just because they weren't in an internship with us. They'll be there, which I'm really excited about. So I'm just gonna chill while I wait for Archer to come pick me up. There's one of my close friends that I met at my internship, a super sweet dude. But yeah, now that my homework is done, I can finally relax.